Hey maximizers, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Crystal and this is one of my vulnerable videos. This is the May budget check-in. Now I'm a couple days late because things have been a little crazy and I haven't had a chance to film. So I am actually going to show you guys my May budget, how I did, what I did good, what I didn't do so good, okay? So if you're interested in seeing how I ended up doing financially in May, just keep on watching. So first I want to say I'm actually trying the lipsticks, so I've been getting a lot of lipstick from CVS, a little bit. I think I got a couple from Walgreens, but mostly CVS, and I've been wanting to try them. So now I'm trying a rotation. So I just want to let y'all know that this is one of the All May Lip Vibes, and it is so good. It's so creamy, and it's a regular lipstick, which I prefer like liquid matte. But when I'm filming, I'm only going to be on camera for a little bit, and I'm going to take this off once I'm done, right? So to try these out, this is so moisturizing. It feels creamy. I haven't checked it for transfer, but I just want to point that out, that drugstore makeup is popping, okay? So that's making me feel good. But the past couple days have been crazy. I reconciled and I checked and I recapped my May budget, and hunty, I was trying to do the best I've ever done in May. And this might quite possibly be one of the most wasteful months I've had, okay? But there's a lot of things going on. So I'm going to flip the camera around and I'm going to show you guys my May budget recap. Please, I'm asking for grace and understanding because it's so hard and it's very vulnerable to share like your numbers, right? And to share like things I didn't do so well, things I can definitely do a lot better, and a couple things I did do well, right? I had a couple wins this month financially. But just looking at the grand scheme of things, I could have done a whole lot better. But it's June now, and we're going to be 10 times better in June because we have no choice. So let me flip the camera and let me show you guys how May went, okay? All right, so this is my budget planner. A lot of people always ask. It's a happy planner. You can get it from Amazon. You can get it from Joann's, Michael's. It's a happy planner, and I actually bought the happy planner budget edition, and I also have the budget extension pack. So I'll leave the happy planner linked down below. So we're going to open it up. I have a whole bunch of stuff in here that I keep notes. So we're going to open it up into my budget, and we are going to go through everything. Okay, I'm doing a little bit of a different setup, so let me make sure that you guys are in frame. Okay, I think this is a good place where you can see everything. All right, so this is I want to make sure you can see it because like I said, I'm using a new setup. I got a new contraption and I really like it. So hopefully that is all in frame and it looks in frame. Okay, so this is my May monthly spread, and I've been bad. I have not actually, looks crooked, y'all. Sorry. I have not actually checked off everything that I've done. I mean, everything that I paid. But I just want to tell you, everything is paid. As you can see over here, for the no spend, I did not check off no spend like I wanted to. I think I did like a couple days up here, but I definitely did not do it consistently like I planned to. So that's a little bothersome for me personally because I really wanted to track my no spend and I didn't. Okay. So I know that in the coming months, I have to be a lot better about that, okay? So I do the monthly spread, and if you want to see how I set up the May budget or how I set up all my budgets, I'll link the video above, okay? So let's just cut to the chase. This is my expenses, and what I write on here is I write down everything that's not a bill. So if it's a bill and we budgeted for it, I don't write it here. I write everything else on here, and except for my grocery hauls, my grocery money, because I know I budget out a certain amount of money for groceries. So anything that I spend from my grocery account that's not groceries, i.e. eating out, I'll write it here. And then I like up here because you can do need and want. Now you can see that I have a lot of wants, especially on this side. This is where I do most of my eating out. I had a lot of wants, okay? Some of these wants have to do with Kinsley's birthday and her graduation, but some of the other ones have to do with me eating out. When I get stressed, I eat. So I eat crabs. That's my stress reliever, but it's an expensive stress reliever, okay? It's not cheap, the crabs that I get. So you can see I have a lot of wants over here, and I have a page and a half of expenses. So definitely got to get better. I'm going to dive into which of these categories are what. So that was my expenses. I did not even tally up how much all this stuff was because it would probably make me sick to my stomach. I have them tallied up individually for the most part. I'll say. But this definitely, I like doing it this way. I like writing down all my expenses, even if I do it at the end of the month, because it really allows me to see what am I spending my money on and what am I doing? Why am I going over budget? Why don't I have money to do what I plan to do because I did stuff that I didn't plan to do? So this is why I like this. I was going to stop doing it, but I'm not disciplined enough yet. I had to go like 3 months without going over budget before I even consider not tracking my expenses and writing it down. It's okay to scroll through my bank account, but having to actually write out that you spent $11 eating ice cream, and we got ice cream like 3 times this month. Okay, I'm all for giving the kid a treat, but I didn't need to get ice cream 3 times. I could have went to the grocery store, spent $6 on a gallon, and we could have had ice cream for 3-4 times, right? Instead, I spent over $20 on ice cream on 3 separate occasions. I know it's a treat, but it's an expensive treat. Okay, so that's why I like doing it. So over here, I like to show my couponing expenses because I pay for my couponing with my rebate app. So Ibotta, Checkout 51, Saving Star, and Shopkicks pay for my couponing. And I want to say this month I did well. My couponing expenses, $117.51. So that's not bad at all. I am trying hard to keep it under about, it looks like I'm spending about an average of $30 a week, which is totally okay. I think that's great for couponing. But I want to try to get it cheaper than that. I want to try to only spend about $25 a week, which I know will be hard because some of the Walgreens deals are always like spend $20 or spend $25 and get the extra bonus points. So I know it's gonna be a little bit tricky to get my amount down low, but I'm definitely gonna try for it. That's gonna be the goal moving forward, to make sure that my out of pocket is low, so your guys' out of pocket is low. But I think $117 is fine. Absolutely. Okay. And like I said, if I wasn't couponing for YouTube, I personally would probably only coupon maybe like twice a month. But because I'm helping you all, and I'm basically helping my family, and I am helping coworkers, that I need to coupon every single week to keep my stockpile up so that I can help all the people that I'm helping. So I'm totally okay with that. And then I did track my business expenses. So this comes out of my business account. So I'm not too concerned about this because this money pays for itself. Okay. I did have a Panera meeting in there, which I was excited about, but I didn't really need to buy food. I just wanted to. So little stuff like that is like, I could have saved that little bit of money, you know? So my main income, I budgeted for about $5,500, but I ended up earning about $6,000, which is great. I think that's my highest earning month so far. But wait until you see what I did with it. And then YouTube, I was a $2 and some change off for what I earned for YouTube. Now, YouTube is my business money. So that basically covered that covers my business expenses, and it goes into a separate account that I have just for business, okay? I got some additional income. I can't remember where it all came from, but I got additional income. And I don't think I counted 2 of them twice. But anywho, here are my actuals for Ibotta. So from Ibotta, I earned $32. Shopkicks, I cashed out $20. Checkout 51, I cashed out $23.50 this month. I earned $62.41 from Teamy. I sold my stockpile, ended up making $33 this month. My goal is to make $100, but I slacked really heavily. A lot of people ask me for stuff. I just physically did not have time to create the bundles and give it to them. But I need to be better doing that, which I'm already doing this month because so many people are asking me for things, and I just need to prepare the bundles and send it to them. So my goal is to sell at least $100 worth of stuff each month. And then I didn't make anything from coaching and Patreon. It was my first month, so I'm not able to cash out yet. I didn't do any coaching. I also didn't advertise coaching at all this month. And then from Reload, which is the company that I do my healthcare recruiting with, I earned $100, okay? That total brought me to earning $7,055.85, okay? That's everything all included. But, of course, these things are allocated for certain things. The Teamy money, goes directly into my business account along with the YouTube money, and then everything else, the rebate app money goes towards couponing, and then reload, and then my main money covers my monthly bills and expenses. Okay, so that is my income for the month, and I wish I could give you guys a clearer picture, but basically I earned more money. I'm grateful. I know what it is. I know exactly what happened. May was 5 weeks. That is why I have so much extra. And of course, like I said, Kinsley's dad gave me some additional funds because of her birthday and graduation. So that's what happened. I had 5 checks, and I underestimated how much my checks would be, and then her dad gave me a little bit more money. I knew it was a reason. Okay, so as you guys see over here, I budgeted out my paycheck. So every week I knew what to pay for my 4 paychecks, and then that 4th paycheck helps to pay the first month's bills, which we go over. So if you haven't watched my May setup video, you should watch it. And let me make sure you guys are in frame to check out the budget page. Okay, so this page is what's going to give us an expectation of what happened. I'll go through each area with you. But I like to do this off camera because it took me hours to get all this stuff together. So I don't have hours to film. All right. So rent and everything was right on budget. Internet, right on budget. Gymnastics, right on budget. BoxyCharm, right on budget. Direct TV. Oh my goodness. What a fiasco. So apparently I was on some super great promotion, right? And the promotion ended. No one told me that the promotion was ending, okay? They alleged they sent out a bill that said the promotional pricing was ending, but it was unclear to me. And I saw that I received an email from DirecTV that said, oh, some of your promotions are ending, as far as I know. I had like extra channels and stuff added to my account, and it said those promotions were ending. So I called, and I made sure that that bill was supposed to be $70, no more than $70. And this agent assured me that my bill would draft for that amount, okay? When I tell y'all, and that I only keep a certain amount of money in my bank account, the bill money, right? The other money that I quote unquote blow, I keep in a separate account. I only have a certain amount of bill money each week in my account because I know it's coming out and I know how much everything is. Well, there goes that, because that's double what I expected. So guess what, y'all? I didn't show y'all on the other page. I got an overdraft fee because this pulled out way too much money. And before I could realize that it pulled out way too much money, my bank is a quick draw and they already gave me an overdraft fee. They don't even give you a chance. I have money in my other checking account, my other savings account, which are all linked to that bank, by the way. But they don't do like the automatic transfer thing. So anywho, I received the overdraft fee in my bill account because DirecTV, they allege they sent me out a bill, but I promise you, I don't have notifications of it. Apparently, my 1-year promotions are up. So I had to call them to figure out how I can get my bill cheaper. And I think next month, which I need to set up for June because I haven't done that yet. I think next month we got it down to around $100. But it was a fiasco. Another fiasco with AT&T. And if you don't know, AT&T and DirecTV are together. So it's a hot mess. I'll tell you more what happened about AT&T when we get to that line. But DirecTV was a fiasco. I cannot switch providers because in my apartment complex, we only have the cords for DirecTV in our complex. And I don't want to completely cut cable because I use it. Kinsley uses it. We actually watch it. So I'm not at the point where I'm ready to cut it yet. And I was about to cancel, and they said I'm in a 2-year contract. So I'd have to pay hundreds and hundreds of dollars to break my contract. So it's not even worth it. It's going to be cheaper for me to just keep the dang bill. Okay? So I just was like, oh my goodness, I can't stand it. Because I was moments away from canceling. And they're like, oh, you have to pay this amount of cancellation fee. And all, it was so much. I was just like, you know what? I want the cheapest bill possible. So I don't even know what my bill is going to be for next month. So y'all just pray for me. iTunes was under budget. Netflix. Oh, look at Netflix. Going up by $3 and some change. My Netflix went up. AT&T. So remember when I called, I think I told you guys that my bill should not be this much. They told me it will be around $340 per month. And that was a lie. I called. they said, oh, there's a issue. You're not being credited for something. Your bill will go down. And I said, okay. Like 2 days before the bill was due, no credit on my account. So I'm calling them and they're like, oh no, all your credits are in. This is your new bill amount. And I was like, excuse me? This is not what I bargained for. So I had to fight to finally talk to a manager. She roped me into some promotion where she tricked me into paying for a Roku to get a $37 credit. So I had to pay her $37 to get a $37 credit on my bill. And I was so in the heat of the moment that I didn't realize, like, that's what she was doing, making me pay to give me a credit. I was so upset. I was like, DirecTV and AT&T, I am so close to me canceling their services. I promise you. I was so upset with them. And I was like, can you please pull my previous calls? These people told me one thing, and now you guys are telling me something different, and I'm very frustrated. So now I have to make sure I cancel whatever service she signed me up for with that Roku. Okay, great. I'm going to get a free Roku out of it, but it's not really free because I had to pay $37 for it, right? A hot mess. So my phone bill, I managed to get it down a little bit, so it's going to be around $350, but that's not that much cheaper. So anywho, that was my issue this month with AT&T, right? I overall enjoyed their service, but it's just so expensive. My electric bill was cheaper. I'm grateful for that. $67.98. Disney was right on pace. Geico was right on budget. Daycare, I was a little bit over budget. Again, I miscalculated. I thought I did the right calculations last month, but apparently I didn't. So I was $5 over what I budgeted for daycare. SunPass, I actually did use the tolls this month, so I did get $15 in SunPass charged to my account. Beauty, I stayed right at $125. I don't know how I did it. I think I had cash in my wallet, and I was able to pay for my wax tip with cash. And this basically was just my nails and my pedicure. Savings, I went over budget, and I saved an additional $30. So that was a plus. So that's a good win for me. Grocery, I was under budget at $207.76, which I know that I can get that cheaper. I'm ready to cut my grocery budget down to at least $175 to $150. I really think that I can do that. That's my goal. Personal, I was under my personal, $165.96. Gas, I was under gas by $5. I was unable to give money to Jesus, and I will tell y'all why in a little bit. If you can't tell already, I went over only by this was double. This is a few dollars. And then as you can see, for Kinsley's birthday and expenses, the budget was $250, and again, her dad did pitch in. But I ended up spending $381.57 on Kinsley's birthday expenses. So that included graduation pictures, her birthday, the cake, all that kind of stuff. So I'm not upset at all about it. I just knew that I didn't think I was that much, okay? Now, let me tell you guys why sweet baby Jesus, I owe him, okay? This is all of the extra stuff that I incurred. A bunch of quote-unquote other stuff that I had to pay for in May that I did not realize. All right, so renter's insurance is due every year in April. I have to come up with a way to put all of my yearly subscriptions in one place, so that way I'm saving for them and I know exactly what they are, when they're gonna come out, so I have the money. Because I've been surprised with all my yearly expenses this month, all my yearly subscriptions. So I'm gonna make a list of them and I'm gonna have them prepared. Renter's insurance was $134. So I was not expecting to pay for that. I completely forgot. I'm not gonna lie to you. I renewed my lease and I totally forgot I needed to renew my renter's insurance. Hair care. So I ran out of melanin hair care oil and it restocked, and because I love it so much, I bought 2 bottles of oil and another bottle of her twist elongating cream. So that came up. I needed to do that. I put this down here with other two, even though it was a budgeted up here. I was $131.57 over my budget. Okay. Mother's Day, my sister and I got my mother a Mother's Day gift that was $30, and I don't want to say I forgot it was Mother's Day, but I guess I forgot to budget that I needed to buy my mother a gift. Kinsley had a field trip, so I had to pay $20 for that, and I took cash out for that. I hope y'all can see this. And then that Roku that I got tricked and not realized I had to pay for it on my account, I had to pay $34 for that. I am getting that as a credit for June to my phone bill, but I had to pay it out of pocket in May. I got that overdraft fee for DirecTV, charging me double the bill amount that I expected. And I ate out $250.03. So all of that quote unquote extra money I had from my extra paycheck that I didn't really budget too much for, all of this extra stuff brought me out to $938.58. Which is about, I budgeted out $250 of that. So I'm about, $700 over budget this month. Because I did budget $250 for Kinsley's birthday. And like I said, I did get some help. $700 over budget. Okay? Now, I did manage to put $275 in my travel/debt account. So, on other/eating out, I spent $938.61. Okay? My budget, I was actually under my original budget, which was $4,550. I was at $4,506, right? So, even with all of this and that, I was still under, which is fine. My debt, I budgeted to pay $917.50 to debt, but I ended up spending $1,022.50 towards debt, leaving my grand total at $6,467.14. Okay, which is like a complete $1,000 over budget because of all of this extra crap I did. Okay, like I don't even know. And that's another problem. I don't even know what I did. I don't even know. Like I told y'all, a hot mess. And this is me trying to keep everything balanced, and I'm still a hot mess, okay? The reason why my debt was a little bit over is because I paid, and I did a whole debt video, but I paid off my collections bill, $210. And something else happened. I can't remember. But, yeah. So, let's go over the goals. Alright, so no eating out. That was a fail because we did $250 in eating out. Stay under personal budget. We did do that because my personal budget was $200. We were at $165. Stay under grocery budget. We did. Use extra to snowball J. Crew. We did not do that. I did not do that. Even though I'm under my grocery budget, I'm not going to snowball that since I was over in everything else. Pay off my collections. I did do that. I paid off my collections. Okay. So I'm not even going to go into any more detail. I'm just going to talk about my budget review. Things that I know I need to do better in the future. So my eating out. I think what I'm going to have to do, I'm going away at the end of June, which I'll talk about my June video. But I think I'm going to have to buckle down and I'm going to have to give myself an eating out budget. I'm thinking something like $50 a month. Because I think no eating out is like, ugh. So I think if I give myself a small budget, I need to stay under it. Okay, so one issue I know I have is, my number one issue is eating out. My number two issue is not budgeting for yearly expenses. So that's something I'm definitely working on for June. I'm going to have a whole list of all of my yearly memberships and whatever I have to pay for so I can have that ready. My number three issue I would have to say is I need a gift line item. Because when birthdays or Mother's Day, Father's Day come up, I need to make sure that I have funds for that, okay? So, overall, as far as debt goes, I'm excited because I paid off my collection. So, if you didn't watch my debt recap video, I'll link it here. But I did pay off my collections bill, so that's $210 completely gone. So, now, I'm going to put yay, paid off collections, which is great. So now I have $130 to snowball in June. So I have $100 105 is from collections, and 25 is from Walmart. Okay? So that is something in review that I'm excited about. And like I said, the things that I did good is I paid off collections. I don't know, my friends. In conclusion, I just want to say that although I messed up in May, all of my bills are paid on time. I still have money. My bank account is not negative, although I did get that overdraft fee, but I have the money. So it's not like I don't have the money to pay it. I just wasn't expecting it. And all I can do is use this to be better. And although the extra money could have went towards debt, it could have went towards my trip, obviously, I needed to do what I had to do in May, and it had to happen for a reason. So I'm looking at the bright side. All I can say is that I'm going to be better in June. So if you want to see how much better, I'm going to see how much better I can be in June. My June budget video will be up most likely tomorrow. So if you guys have any questions about my May budget, I'm looking for grace, understanding. I know I rambled a little bit. I know I need to get tight on this budget. I'm honestly considering something that I thought I would not do. I'm considering cash-based budget. So what that means is I would go to the bank every week, get my money out, and have cash envelopes and have everything with it in cash. So that way I'm not swiping my card or pulling money from here. If it's not in the cash envelope, then I'm not going to be able to afford it. I may have to do that once I get back home from my trips. I'm definitely going to cash flow my trips, and I'll talk about that in my June video, because I have to get a handle on this. I am making too much money as compared to my past to still feel like I said, I'm fine because everything's done, but I don't feel like I'm using my funds the best way I can, if that makes sense. My extra funds, right? Because after everything is paid, I should have a little bit left over. So I could be paying that to debt. I could be saving that. I could be investing that. I could be doing a lot with that money. And I feel like I'm wasting it on eating out. So I just want to be better. So if it takes me to do a cash-based budget to be better, I think that's something that I seriously have to consider and have that conversation with myself and really look at my finances to see if that will benefit me and my family. So again, if you have questions, please comment those down below. And that's it, Maximizers, for our May budget recap. I know I was a little bit of a hot mess, but I hope you guys can give me a little bit of grace and understanding. I'm on this budgeting / debt-free journey, just like the rest of you who are on the journey as well. And I'm going to make mistakes along the way, but all I can do is learn from those mistakes and be better next month in June. So if you have any questions, of course, comment those down below. I appreciate all of your love and support. It really helps to keep me motivated and keep me positive when I'm feeling down for making all these mistakes. But like I said, I'm a work in progress. As always, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.